Just how your boy want to do the Stella hat right now. Bro, it's not safe up there, but this where you want to be at. He on there too. Bro, can I do the video? Please? What's up, YouTube? Back with another one. Welcome to Blaze Reptiles. If this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by. Meet Blaze. I'm Vince, and this is Blaze Reptiles. So for today, what I kind of want to go over with you guys today is why the ball python I feel like is the best beginner pet. And I would say this off the knowledge of I've had dogs, I've had an iguana, and more dogs. The maintenance of a python is kind of similar to the iguana, but iguanas are a little bit more active, and being able to get them tamed is a little bit more of a challenge than it is with ball pythons. That's where I would take my knowledge from, to saying that these little guys here, potentially big guys, make the best first pets. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. First and foremost, I would say the reason I think that they make really good first pets, the best first pet, is price range. You can find a ball python within a wide range as far as pricing, from anywhere from about 40-50 bucks on up into the thousands, and I mean high thousands. I've seen some on Morph Market for probably about, I've seen $20,000 snakes. I've seen somebody post one, a picture of it, of $100,000 snake. I didn't go in there myself to specifically look. If you want to, Morph Market is actually a website, kind of like, I want to say, the Craigslist, but for animals, reptiles, to be more specific. But it's a pretty good site where if you're looking into different morphs or just getting a ball python and you're not sure what to look, that can be a good place to start your journey. Along with that price range, like I said, you'll get some from the low, like maybe 50 bucks on up into the high thousands. And initially thinking about the price of the pet, you don't want to think about the setup of it. Now when it comes to setup, you can go about this one or two ways, I would say. When you go to the pet store, some breeders may do it to you. I would never. I would give you the option to make your choice, but I wouldn't send anyone home with a 10 to 20 gallon tank to say, hey, there you go, start your ball python in there. You'll be changing that tank pretty soon if you were to put your ball python in a 20 gallon tank. I actually like Blaze. He's not that big of a guy. Blaze is about 5 months old. Weighs probably about a little bit over 350, I want to say, grams, that is. And I wouldn't even have him in a 20 gallon right now. In my opinion, I think allowing them to be able to stretch, it leaves, in my opinion, the potential for them to be able to grow. If they're in an enclosure where they can't even stretch their body out mentally, I think it puts a stun on their growth, to where the body may not even believe that it can open up and even grow that more, so it kind of stunts their growth. So I'm a big believer in that. So therefore, when I got Blaze was placed in a 36-inch closure. London here, she's placed in a 36-inch closure, as we're just bringing them home. Big girl here, Lola's placed in this bin here, and it's only because I really want to find an appropriate size enclosure for her. I originally bought this one here for her, but we ended up getting London. I couldn't pass her up, so now that's her home. And Lola, she's been pretty good in here, so she's been rocking out for the time being until I either find something for her or end up building something, which it kind of seems like that's probably going to be the case. Blaze just sitting here hanging out in the palm of my hand. You're not doing nothing. I'm sorry I'm disturbing you. But yeah, that's initially thinking about the price of the snake and then the setup. Like I say, think in advance. You don't want to purchase your enclosure and then 6 months to a year you're upgrading to another, and then another 6 months to a year after that, now you're thinking of another that they're going to be in forever. I'd say at minimum, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money, but I'd say start at the 36-inch range. So you either go 36 by 18 by 18 like this one is here. Blaze's enclosure is a 36 by 18 by 12, so a little bit shorter than this one, but still has that range for them to be able to stretch out. So that's my kind of 2 cents on what I would do or what I've done. So that's why I would recommend that to you. Just don't do the 20-gallon tank thing. I mean, it's okay, but you will be upgrading. If money isn't a problem and you don't mind it and having extra tanks sitting around the house, then go for it. My reason number 2 for why I feel ball pythons make the best beginner pets is they're low maintenance. You got a few key points that you want to make sure that you have nailed down to the T, and then after that you're pretty much smooth sailing. And those things I would want to say: your enclosure, substrate. You want to make sure your temperature and humidity is on point. You want to make sure that they have 2 hides in there, hide on the hot side, hide on the cool side, as well as a water bowl in there, as well as enrichment. Let me add that one in there as a plus as well, because that's definitely necessary when it comes to making them comfortable. They're creatures that don't like to be out in the open, so the more that you give them that they feel like, okay, they kind of hide in behind, or it's kind of obstacle to get from one end to the other, it kind of tricks their mind that they're not so out in the open. So in my opinion, enrichment is one of the key things that I would say make sure that you have for your ball python. Pretty much at that point, it's all on observing your snake and then handling your snake at that point. You don't want a snake that you're going to leave in the tank and just to kind of look at it from a distance and drop a rat in and feed it every once in a while. That will not make for a great snake. I have a video on reasons why I feel like things like that will not be good for your snake. If you want to tame snake, nice, impressive snake, I would want to say, especially once they get bigger, everybody wants that big, impressive snake. I would say make sure that you handle your snake and bond with your snake. It's a must. Which leads right into my number 3 reason of why I feel ball pythons make the best beginner pets. And they're so docile and friendly. I would say friendly. You get them to that friendly point, but they're nice, calm animals, very forgiving, and as long as you have great experiences with them, that's what their mind is going to hold to. So if you have a snake that has nothing but bad experiences, or someone's picking up and grabbing it and it's grabbing it in an uncomfortable manner, and it's something that they don't like, they're going to react to it, and then hence you're going to raise a snake that's not comfortable with being touched or picked up or things like that. So you want to make sure that I would say it kind of like you're training your snake. So when I say training them, just like training dogs when it comes to making them protective dogs and guard dogs, you're going to want to put them in high stress situations, but at the same time assure them that, hey, listen, it's all right. Like, I got you. We're here. Like, I know it's crazy right now, but you're built for this type of deal. That may sound extreme, but I feel that the more you put your pet, and it doesn't even have to be a ball python, it doesn't even have to be a pet, The more you put anything, living creature, through any situation that puts it in high stress levels, and they realize that it's something that they can deal with, and it wasn't too bad and made it through okay, that next time around it won't be so bad, or it may be easy. Just certain things like that. I would say you're not worried about if you want to go out to, say, a reptile show and you want to take your snake. You don't want to worry about them being shy or nervous and kind of snapping at people. You want to build them to where they're kind of already used to those things. And the number 4 reason on why I feel ball pythons make the best beginner pets. They're very impressive. Like, if you see Blaze, sometimes I don't think the camera does justice. I actually, if you notice, there was a camera right here in the video. It's not there anymore, but that's like my little B-roll camera. I actually show you guys some clips that I made of Blaze so you guys can get a better look at him. But he is gorgeous, man. But that's another reason of why they make great beginner pets. They're not gonna be as pressing as far as caring for them and making sure everything's okay with them, but at the end of the day, when you raise them up, they turn out to be some pretty impressive animals. And I just say that just off the sure look of size, and for them to be tamed, it's kind of amazing. I want you guys to see Lola, who's pretty. Lola's pretty tame. Lola's pretty tame. She likes to be handled. Let me see, what are you doing, baby girl? See if I can get her out so you guys can see her. Hey, mama. How you doing? Big girl. Yeah. So this is Lola. A lot bigger than Blaze, as you can see. Hey, mama. But like I say, they grow up to be very impressive. Like, she's beautiful. I haven't measured her, so I'm not sure how long she is. She's definitely over 3 feet long, pushing 4, I would say. But she's beautiful. She's a big girl. She's an orange stream pastel. If you new here and you haven't got a chance to see Lola's Meet Me video, I'll go ahead and place it in one of the cubes at the end of this video. Good look at her. Hey, mama. How are you? She's beautiful. That's my big girl, Lola. Lola weighs, if anybody's curious, probably about 16 or 1700 grams. Baby, you got a little pink belly going on. You're getting ready to shed. And if you can see, her belly is kind of getting pink there. I think she's probably going to shed pretty soon. You see Blaze? It's the first time they actually been this close to each other. So that's Lola. And as you can see, they're impressive once they get of size, and you're able to, you really need 2 hands to hold on to them. I actually can't wait till my guy Blaze gets some size. Also, she's a female, so she's actually a lot bigger than what most males probably would make it to. So Blaze probably wouldn't even get to that size. He'd be a nice slim kind of deal. I don't have an adult male to show you guys right now, but when I get my hands on one, I definitely will show you. And you know what, I may link up with my guy Art, and we'll go check out his collection, because I know Art got a couple of males over there that we could probably take a look at. He actually has a clutch that's getting ready to hatch in probably about maybe a week and a half or so. So I'll touch base with my boy, see if we can get some of that on camera for you guys. My number 5 reason on why I feel like ball pythons make the best beginner pets, hands down, is because it teaches kids, especially when you get them as young kids, it kind of teaches that responsibility of caring for another animal, creature, just gives you that sense of care. I think that translates over into life. Even when you're dealing with people, when you're dealing with delicate situations and you have to pay attention to the details, and I think things like that kind of works well on the mind and gets you to be a better person in life. Just my opinion, but I really do feel like that's actually something good to get kids into early, teach them responsibility and knowing how to care for things themselves. But those are my reasons on why I feel like ball pythons make the best first pets. As you see, my guy's been hanging out and not doing much, man. But thanks for visiting Blaze Reptiles. It's your boy Vince, man. Blaze, holla at him. We out.
Just play.